I found it really weird when I first found out about this. I didn't even know that it's a possibility. So I've decided to go ahead and get some really unconventional under eye filler. And no, it's not cheek filler. I'll take you on this vlog experience with me. So let's go on this adventure together.
Put in about half a cc. Do you want to take a look, see what it looks like?
Yeah.
Try the other side.
Oh. Most physician assistants and filler offices will tell you the closest to the eye that they will get is under the cheeks right here. But if you get those overfilled like this, you'll look really weird. And I found out that you actually have to go to an oculofacial surgeon that can insert some under eye, like under lid filler right down here to kind of give you that youthful look again. And sometimes they even go above the eye right here with some filler. I found it really weird when I first found out about this. I didn't even know that it's a possibility, and that's because most filler offices cannot do that because they are not eye surgeons. So you actually have to go see an eye surgeon to get that done. And I'm actually gonna go do that this week, and I'm very excited. I'm actually not that old to where most people my age would need to get that. But a while back, I got the flu. It hit my body really hard. And after that, people started noticing that my eyes sink into my head. And obviously my eyes didn't sink. What happened is I lost volume. And for that reason, done a lot of research. And if you look at my previous videos, I've gotten temple fillers before, which was not something that I would want to get again. Check that video out if you're interested why. I've also gotten lip fillers, which I really enjoy every now and then. I'll take you on this vlog experience with me. So let's go on this adventure together. See you at the doctor's office. I'm on the way to get fillers under my eyes. He did tell me last time that I can get fillers, but he doesn't know if it's gonna look good on me or not. So we might have to try a saline solution first. And he told me that it'll have the same effect for just 20 minutes. So, and then it will disappear. So we shall see what's gonna happen. I will see you guys there. I'm here. I don't know why I'm whispering, but I'm here. About to get it done.
What we're going to be doing today is going to be injecting some filler.
Oh God. that needle looks really scary.
No, this is just to draw it up. I'm just drawing up because if I use a small one, it will take forever. So I'm just going to be drawing up the saline. And then the goal of today is to be able to do a trial to see if we put something in there, what it would look like.
Okay.
And then if we like what it looks like, then what we do is see you back in a week or two, once it's all dissolved away, your body's absorbed it, and you're back to your baseline, and then we can go ahead and put in the actual filler. The actual filler is a different substance. It's a little bit thicker substance. It's kind of like a jelly, and so that's the one that we have to be a little bit more careful with in how we put it in, as well as where we put it in. And that's the one that has a little bit more risk than just the saline. The saline today, the biggest risk with it is bruising and redness associated with the injection site. So that's sort of the biggest risk with this currently. With the filler, it's a little bit more involved and is slightly more risky because of the presence of blood vessels around the eyelid area. And so what we do is we're very meticulous about how we put it in and looking at the reaction of the skin surrounding the area when we inject it, looking at, well, mainly feeling where it is and the level, the depth that we're injecting it, and then putting in a small amount without a lot of force to avoid any kind of compression to blood vessels or injection into blood vessels. That's extremely rare, but if that does happen, that can be problematic. There are lots of different things that can happen with filler injection. The most common is going to be very similar to the saline, which is going to be redness and maybe a little bit of bruising, but that's typically about it. There's a very, very small chance of getting an injection into a blood vessel.
How long will it last? Will it even be worth it?
So,
because I know like lips barely last.
Yeah, lips don't last as long.
No.
Lips about 9 months or so. Under the eyes, because there's not a lot of movement, the products typically last 18 to sometimes 24 months. The challenge is that it doesn't always dissolve symmetrically, if you will. Sometimes it can dissolve a little bit more in one area than another. There are actually people that can have filler in there for longer than 2 years, but it'll only be in one particular area, not sort of uniformly across. The other good thing about the filler is that if you don't like it, we can dissolve it away.
So the saline, are you putting it in one eye right now? Just one?
We can do either or. I think it's probably a good idea to put it in both just to see, but we can certainly put it in just one just to see what I believe the left was more symptomatic.
Yeah, it is.
So what we can do is we can just put it in the left, because the other thing that the saline does is it provides us a fairly close estimate as to how much filler we'll need.
Is this gonna hurt?
It won't hurt me.
Oh, well, it
So,
hurt me.
surprisingly, it's not as bad as you think. Saline's neutral, so it doesn't really burn. It can maybe burn a little bit. There's a little device here that we'll use that'll help distract from the discomfort, but all in all, it's not too bad. There are some parts, some areas that are a little bit more tender than others, and I'll just talk you through as to when we can get close to that.
There's nothing to numb.
No, the challenge with numbing is...
Yeah, you don't want to numb your eyes.
Well, no, actually it has more to do with volume distortion.
Okay.
So we're using the saline as a volume estimate, and so that's why. Theoretically, we can use numbing as a volume agent, but I think that then we're injecting other products in unnecessarily, and to be honest, it burns a lot more than the saline does. You can close your eyes. You close, good. I'm just gonna wipe a little bit of alcohol here and just keep them closed. So what you're gonna feel is, this is a little tool that we use to help distract the brain. The brain can only process so many things at once. So it's a little vibration. So a little vibration, this is what it feels like. You can close your eyes here. So just kind of like that. All right, you're gonna feel that vibration.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, so that's what you're gonna feel, okay?
Mm.
All right. So the landmarks shift a little bit when we open and close our eyes. Typically, everything moves medially. So go ahead and close again. Good. And feel the vibration. Hold this going up there. And you're gonna feel my finger here, my touch. Good. I'll let you know before I do anything. Big breath in, and now you're gonna feel a little bit of wetness on the skin here. Good. Another big deep breath in. A little pinch. 1, 2, 3, pinch. Awesome. You're doing fantastic. Okay. Now go ahead and open your eyes for a second. Look right about here. Good. That wasn't so bad, was it?
No, not at all.
Okay.
I think it's just anticipation.
Yep. Look right there. So I put in about half a cc. Do you want to take a look, see what it looks like?
Yeah.
Or the other side. You got the zoom?
Oh. I don't know.
So all we did was just put
Yeah, I
just
see
one
where
spot.
you put it. Yeah.
Mhm. So then the next thing is to add some over here to have it be more now symmetric.
Okay, I think that's why I was like
Yeah.
caught off guard.
Yeah.
Just showing the camera. That wasn't too bad, like the feeling of it, but I can see what you're saying because it's like interesting.
So we're gonna have a little bit more.
I think it looks good.
I like it. Yeah. So that was a little bit more than half a cc.
Okay, guys, what do you think? Okay, guys, you could tell in the shadow lines, like the shadow lines used to go down and now they go sideways. And so that's how you know like the filler did its job, in my opinion. As you guys can see, the right eye wasn't done, so shadow line going down, and that's what makes you look, you know, older. And the left eye that he just did, which by the way, it's gonna probably disappear any second now, but the left eye, the shadow line that used to go down like this is now like this. All right, guys, so the last you saw of me was when I was in the car and I was supposed to go back to get my under eye fillers. I ended up not going back because the doctor, for some reason, and I think it's because I was taping this video for you guys. He didn't want to see me. Which was okay. So he didn't want to see me. He actually referred me out to another doctor. I was just like, I don't know about this. And I did gauge your responses to whether or not you saw a difference between one side and the other side on Instagram. And most of everybody didn't even get it right, which kind of told me like, why go pay thousands of dollars for something that probably nobody can see just yet? I'm not there. I'll probably reconsider this in a few years' time when I feel like I could truly benefit from fillers under the eye. It's all about benefit risk ratio, right? You want the benefit to be higher than the risk. And right now I'm not there. So I ended up not getting the filler under the eye. But I hope you guys found this helpful. Definitely educate, know what you're doing, know who you're going to see before you decide to do something that could be pretty damaging if something goes wrong. I'm not saying the procedure itself is damaging, but I'm saying if some freak accident happens, you can go blind, which has rarely happened, but I didn't feel like right now where I am in my life that beneficial enough for me to do it. But love you guys, you are awesome, and remember to be a shark.